Sharon Stone has long been a woman who commands attention not with noise or antics, but with a magnetic presence that speaks volumes even in silence. From her electrifying performance in Basic Instinct to her decades of red carpet dominance, Stone became not just a movie star, but a symbol of allure, of sophistication, and increasingly of self-possessed, ageless power. Now, at 66 years old, Stone has once again seized the public imagination, not through a film release or media tour, but in the most unexpected and refreshingly human way, a candid moment on a sunlit beach caught by the relentless lens of paparazzi. In a bold, body-hugging bikini, she was adjusting her swimsuit when a split-second wardrobe malfunction occurred. The kind of oops that tabloids love to sensationalize. But instead of panic or embarrassment, Stone responded with laughter, a smirk, and an unshakable poise that instantly reframed the moment not as a mishap, but as a triumph of confidence and authenticity. In a digital age obsessed with airbrushed perfection, it was this rare, unfiltered moment that went viral. Not because of what was exposed, but because of how effortlessly she owned it. There was no shame, no apologies, no frantic grabbing for a cover-up. Just Sharon, embracing the moment, smiling under the sun, and unintentionally delivering one of the most powerful celebrity statements of the year, that confidence doesn't expire, and that real beauty is rooted in how you carry yourself, especially when things don't go according to plan. That moment, magnified by social media, resonated not just because of who she is, but because of what she represents, a woman who has not only endured in Hollywood but evolved with fearless grace. Stone's unexpected viral moment struck a cultural nerve because it challenged everything society still clings to about women, beauty, and aging. Here was a woman in her 60s, not just visible, but radiant, not playing coy or hiding behind gauzy Instagram filters, but completely unfiltered literally and figuratively. In a world where aging actresses are often marginalized or made to feel invisible, Sharon Stone walked into the harshest spotlight, the unforgiving glare of a paparazzi lens at an unplanned moment, and came out not just unscathed, but revered. Her vibrant bikini, her sun-kissed skin, her effortless beach hair, and oversized sunglasses, all of it felt like a celebration, not a performance. There were no stylists, no curated captions, no press team orchestrating the event. Just a woman being herself on a beach, reminding everyone why she's remained a cultural fixture while so many others fade with time. The incident, which could have easily become tabloid fodder, instead became a lightning rod for admiration. Fans flooded social media with praise, calling her brave, empowering, real, and flawless, not for having a perfect body, but for having the kind of inner strength that shines brighter than any physique ever could. It was a lesson in elegance, resilience, and self-love. Sharon didn't just survive the moment, she transformed it. She redefined it. And in doing so, she once again proved why she has never needed to compete with younger stars, because her power lies in her experience, her presence, and her unapologetic honesty. What makes Stone's moment so culturally significant is that it wasn't about a body, it was about an attitude. In the entertainment world, where aging is often treated like a disease to be hidden or surgically erased, Sharon Stone has chosen a different path. She has embraced her age with the same confidence that once made her an international sex symbol, showing that sensuality isn't confined to youth. In fact, Stone's allure has only grown as she's aged, not because she's trying to look younger, but because she's refused to let age define or diminish her. This beachside incident felt like a continuation of that message. She didn't hide, didn't flinch, didn't feed the tabloid machine with excuses or apologies. She just kept walking, laughing, living, and in doing so, she shattered yet another glass ceiling. Women over 60 are so rarely allowed to be seen as sexy, strong, or even relevant in our youth-obsessed culture. But Sharon reminded everyone that beauty is not a number, it's not a waistline, it's not a wrinkle-free face, it's a state of being. And she has mastered it. She isn't trying to compete with 25-year-olds. She's showing a new generation what it looks like to age powerfully and beautifully on her own terms. Sharon Stone has always been more than just a face or a body. She's a survivor, a mother, a stroke survivor, a humanitarian, a woman who has endured tremendous personal and professional hardships, from health crises to industry betrayals, without ever losing her sense of self. Her life has been one of fierce reinvention. After becoming a breakout star in the 1990s, she could have coasted on that fame. Instead, she pushed boundaries, took risks, and built a second act around activism, advocacy, and authenticity. Her battles have been public. At times her stroke nearly killed her, and her recovery was long and painful, but she never allowed vulnerability to become weakness. She let it become part of her strength, and that strength was on full display. On the beach that day, her viral moment wasn't planned. It wasn't polished. It wasn't part of a marketing campaign, and that's what made it unforgettable. In a single candid photo, she said more about body positivity, feminism, and self-worth than most social media influencers say in 1,000 sponsored posts. This moment also reignited an important conversation about media narratives and the way society views older women. Why, in 2025, are we still calling these moments scandals? Why is a harmless, human wardrobe slip still treated like a headline? Because despite all our progress, society still has a long way to go in dismantling the double standards that police women's appearances, especially as they age. Sharon's response was the antidote. She didn't validate the gossip. She didn't pretend to be embarrassed. She did what too few women feel empowered to do. She laughed it off, moved on, and let the world adjust to her reality, not the other way around. And that's why it hit so hard. It wasn't just a reaction. It was a revolution, one rooted in decades of experience, personal growth, and hard-won self-love. At 66, Sharon Stone isn't trying to prove anything. She already has. Her existence, her grace, and her honesty are proof enough. And in a culture desperate for authenticity, she delivered it in the most unexpected and unforgettable way, from her breakout role in Basic Instinct, where her unflinching portrayal of sexuality redefined what a leading lady could be, to her current role as an advocate for women's health and empowerment. Stone has consistently defied expectations. She has refused to be boxed in, whether by age, gender, or Hollywood convention. The viral beach photo may seem like a small moment, but for anyone paying attention, it was symbolic. It was Sharon, years after her supposed prime, still stealing the spotlight, still setting the narrative, still reminding the world that beauty and power are not fleeting, they're evolving. Her grace in that unfiltered moment was a lifetime in the making, a product of everything she's lived through, every triumph, every scar, every time she had to fight to be taken seriously. And that's what makes her story so resonant. She isn't perfect. She's real. She isn't flawless. She's fearless. She isn't trying to be 30 again. She's showing us how extraordinary 66 can look. As the images continue to circulate and the headlines slowly fade, what will remain is the memory of a woman who turned an ordinary day at the beach into an extraordinary reminder of what it means to live boldly. Sharon Stone didn't ask for this moment, but she owned it. And in doing so, she gave the world something far more powerful than gossip or glamour. She gave us a glimpse of what true confidence looks like. It doesn't hide. It doesn't apologize. It shines, even when no one's watching, especially then. And that's the real story, the one that lingers long after the clicks are gone, because Sharon Stone, at 66, has once again proven that there is no age limit on owning your story, your style, or your spotlight.
Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon.